YouTube, I decided to do some reviews of the E.L.F's mineral line brushes that they just put out. I bought 4 of them. I bought the powder brush, the all-over eyeshadow brush, the blending brush, and the contour brush. And I'm going to start with the powder brush. This is what it came in. A little, I believe the studio brushes come in these too. It has the number up here because they're numbering their brushes. I don't think they numbered the other one. It says cruelty-free, tack-on, bristle hair, recycled and eco-friendly materials, natural bamboo handles. Does it look like any other brush you know? Eco Tools maybe? Okay, so let's just get right off the back when I got it. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Once again, I'll use something else to compare it to. This is their studio brush. It is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's more of a paddle design, like you see how it's compared to what I was expecting, more of like of a kabuki, more round. I guess I was expecting that, and that's not what it is. Let's start off with the bad. I don't know if you can see, but like it came with all these hairs that are like poking out. Oh, these are all $5, by the way. All their mineral brushes are $5. Yeah, all these hairs poking out. It hadn't shed though, which is weird because I thought with all these poking out it would have problems with shedding. It didn't shed, and I didn't cut those on purpose because I wanted you to see them. It is like super flimsy. It's not very dense, and these are supposed to be, it says great for mineral makeup. Can you see that right there? So I'm expecting, oh, I'm going to put my bare minerals on with this. It's nowhere near dense enough for that to happen at all. Nowhere near dense enough. I tried it anyway just to see, and it gives, as you can probably tell by looking at my face right now, even though I went over with several applications, it does not give you a good coverage if you're going to use it for a foundation. That being said, once again, I try to find something good in everything. So I used it for my mineral veil, and it did pretty well with that. I find if you do it for anything that you're going to use light, like maybe, I think I might actually use it for my bronzers because it does put a really, really light coverage. So I might use it for my bronzers just so I can have some kind of use out of it. And yeah, I find that they don't smell very well. Well, this one doesn't. I didn't smell the other ones, but it doesn't smell very well either. Yeah, so that's a no for the powder brush. I wouldn't spend $5 on this when you can spend $3 and get this powder brush, and this one's actually really good. But I'm having problems with the handle, and that's been the biggest problem with any E.L.F. brush I've had, was the handles tend to come loose really quick. So nah, I wouldn't waste my time with this one. But okay, here's another thing. If you got their total face brush, and let's say that says a 1 on a 1 to 5 scale, this is maybe a 2. I don't really recommend this brush at all. So next was the all-over eyeshadow brush, and this was the package. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to put it next to the dollar E.L.F. brush. You can see that. And if you look at the bristles, it's not quite as wide or quite as fluffy. And then next to the studio line, it's shorter. And it's not quite as wide, but it is more fluffy. Now, I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself with this brush. Soft. It's very soft, just like their other ones. Your first one was so great. Like this, I live by this brush, this dollar brush. I kind of felt disappointed with this brush, and now this one's just kind of like another meh. I think this one is better than this one, but not better than the dollar one. This one works better wet than this one will. It's a pretty decent brush. It's soft. It holds some eyeshadow pretty well because it's yeah. But I don't know. I find like it doesn't give us quite as much as fallout as the dollar one does. That's like the only thing I can complain about. But why spend $5 for this brush when you can get this one for the $1 and it works better? Waste of money. To me, personally. Unless you're like really into the design of it or something. I don't know. Don't recommend it. The next one is the blending brush. Now, I was actually surprised with this. And once again, same packaging. When it came, I thought, okay, this looks crappy. This is not going to do anything for me. Yeah. But this is the dollar one because I happen to have and use the dollar one. Just look at the difference from the size. And then look at the difference from the bristles, how long they are on the other one. In comparison, you can see that. I thought this was going to be crappy. This is no way this brush is going to be worth anything. I mean, and then also look at the difference between, here's the dollar one and then here's this one. Like this one's much looser as far as being packed. But I gotta say, I actually will use this brush because I have a wider eye. The top part of my eye is wider, and this brush fits in there pretty good because it's so loose, and it actually blends decently. But I wouldn't go purchase it looking for a perfect brush. Like, it's not a perfect brush, not whatsoever. This dollar one is just as good. So if you have the dollar one, I wouldn't say, oh, let me spend $5 and get this one. It's still soft. It didn't shed. Another blah. You know, it's another one of those, your dollar one was better. Why waste time? Contour brush. And same thing, package. I don't have the studio with me anymore to compare this with because I don't use it. I didn't like it quite as much. But this is what it looks like. And I'll give you the eyeshadow, studio eyeshadow brush to compare it to so you can see the size. Okay. And I don't know, can you see that or not? And this is how long the bristles are. It has to not fall out of my hand. I actually like this. This is going to probably be the one that I will keep out of the 4. I thought when I seen it that it was too long. I thought, okay, this is too long, and I think it's going to make it more flimsy, but actually it's soft but strong. I don't know. To anybody who has a contour brush, I know that makes sense to you because you need it to be not, it can't be fluffy for you to do that, but you need it to be soft enough to work on your eye. And I find that it is. I find that it fits perfect in my little area, well, my big area. And I actually like the fact that it's a longer brush and it's not so flimsy to where it would go all over the place. It sticks right in there and it does its job. Now, once again, would I go out and purchase this looking for the perfect contour brush? Probably not. I don't know what the perfect contour brush is. I have yet to discover it. But this one's not bad. If you've never used one before and you want to try a contour brush, I'd go with their other cheaper one first and try it because it's not so, this one's not so much better to where it's like, oh, you know, I gotta have this one instead. It's okay. It's probably the best out of the 4 that I've shown you, though, as far as they go. So that being said, out of those 4, if the rest of the line is based off of those 4, I would not waste my money on it. I find that some of their cheaper brushes are better, mostly their dollar brushes, so why waste the money? I guess to me, I just don't think that they're, I'd go with the cheaper line. It's kind of like E.L.F, what are you thinking? Yeah, you're trying to do this Eco Tools thing and Spamboo and whatever, but I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. And especially with the eyeshadow brush, I find like the dollar brush is the great one out of all their brushes. It's the best brush. why try to fix it with these other brushes and you're messing up. So yeah, I don't recommend them. I wouldn't waste my money on them. If you want to try some e.l.f. brushes, go for the dollar line first. As I've said in another review, no. The two best brushes to try is their eyeshadow dollar brush and then this brush here, the Studio powder brush. These are their two best brushes. Don't fall. If you wanted to just try e.l.f. Other than that, I wouldn't waste my money, my time. If you've tried some of the other brushes that I don't have and you wanted to let me know how they were, because maybe there's a diamond in the rough somewhere that I just haven't ordered, please let me know. It'd be really nice to see if anything else is worth ordering. Other than that, thanks for watching.